Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with Ignacy Cevicek from Portal Games looking at Monolith Arena.
Yep. Hello.
Sort of evolution, or I guess a different take on
Hiroshima
Hex. We're looking here.
Yeah, so our first SN 2007 is Hiroshima Hex. This is the first time we signed the international contract with Zeman Games, first contract with Yellow. This is our evergreen game that is on the market for this 10 years or 11.
I remember that demonstration. You had a giant board, you moved around the pieces.
Back of the whole thing, nobody knew about us, but I was fighting for the customers, yes? And we made it, we made it. And then Zeman Games picked it up. And now this 10 years later, the game is still selling well, still popular. We released 12 expansions, like I lost control, maybe you know how many entries we have, like a ton. But this is a post-apocalyptic theme, which is very now. This is narrow side of the sci-fi, basically, right? Yeah. So we talked with Michael Orajan. He said, Michael, this is a legit system. Everybody loves it. We think we can grab more customers. Let's make it just more average, popular fantasy game.
Okay.
Michael was happy with his game being popular, so he said, yes, we can do this. And we have here, basically, as you said, Hiroshima Hex fantasy. Basically, let's say very openly, so nobody is confused and nobody is disappointed. But here we have elves, we have dwarves, we have demons, like all the things that you understand. I talked with Rolling Dice and Taking Names podcast recently, and they played the game, because I sent the copy, and they say, I played the yellow army, the dwarves, and from the very beginning I knew I'm the dwarves, I will have a shield, I have to defend, like, you immediately grab that strategy, how you want to play, because elves will be agile, will be mobile, etc., etc. So I think this is an easier way to get to the game, just understanding the basic themes of the game. Yeah?
Well, because you say elves, and yes, the person brings that knowledge already into the game.
When you play Hiroshima Hex, you are mutants, so what does it mean, right? Not too much.
Yes.
For all of you who don't know what actually Hiroshima Hex is a strategy game, is a combat game. There is 4 different unique factions. Most players play it as a 2-player game, as a tournament game. We have an official league in Poland, for example, but it can play with 3 players and 4 players as well. Each army has a deck of 35 tiles. Each of these tiles are unique for the army, so each army is a very unique, asymmetrical, you call it, yes? Asymmetrical armies. And in the army you will find, is it on camera? Yes, it is on camera. You can have units, so the soldiers you will be putting on the battle to fight. You will have orders. These are the things that you can play like inside a spell. You give an order to your units and then you will discard this tile. And we have runes. These are the tokens that you put on the board to enhance powers of your units. So if they don't fight, but they will enhance it. And now the whole game is about being smart and playing these tokens in the right way. The goal of the game is to destroy enemy headquarters. We have these headquarters here. I can put it here. Here we will talk about the models in a moment, yes, but these are headquarters that, let's assume we are playing 2-player game, for example. Yeah. So each headquarter, each banner has 20 life points, you have to destroy it. Super simple because it's a combat game. The whole challenge of the game is how you will balance defending your banner and protecting your banner and attacking and being offensive player and attacking anybody else. And then placing it smart. So on one hand I can put this guy here to shoot enemy banner, but I can, because it's range attack, I can shoot it from a long distance. I can make some decisions. Of course the enemy will protect his banner and put somebody else, so then I will shoot somebody but not the banner, so this is my choice what to do. All this placement matter. And then the better player, he puts these runes better, because these runes actually make a difference, because if you put them smart on the board, if you put the right placement, suddenly when your soldiers are approaching the board, they already have this enhancement, they are already faster, they're already more deadly. So this is something that when you start playing, I don't know, I discarded, I play on the units. The more you know the game, the more you are experienced player, the more you play actually on the runes, because they will enhance all your soldiers around them, yes?
Looking ahead a few turns.
Exactly.
Yes.
So the basic gameplay is super simple. Draw up to 3 tiles. You have always to discard one of these, like this basic decision, what I should get rid of, and then you can play these other 2 tiles on the board and play one after another until somebody will find a tile. It is called the battle tile, and then the hell begins. So when one of the players will play the battle tile, this is the order, give an order to play a battle, everybody on the board starts acting. And if you have melee combat, you will attack adjacent units. If you have range combat, you will shoot over the board. Everybody will attack. So as we say, and this is actually how the game works, you wait for the opportunity moment to attack, because you know that everybody will attack. So now you have to have a good position. Your units have to be in a good position. So basically it is like a building up. This tension is growing. More units, more runes. And you see if this is a good moment for me to attack, and if it is a good moment for attack, and if you're lucky to have this token, you will attack, will resolve the battle, everybody will start shoot. Most of the token has only one life point, so they will be just vanished. They will just wash away from the board, and then the game, I would say, organically set up again, right? Because the board is once again empty and starts additional battles. So this is basically super simple, super easy to grasp strategy game. It can be played in a half an hour. We are now running demos in Essen here. Very quick, very efficient. 4 unique armies, demons who can teleport, who have poison in their attack, like very mean faction. We have soldiers, we have knights who can charge, who can move around the board because they have a cavalry unit, so they are very mobile. We have dwarves, you can imagine, shields, more shields, and on top of that some shields. And we have elves, very mobile, the rangers with their shooting, etc. Very classical armies.
Okay.
And so this is the basic version of Monolith Arena. And this is, as you guys know, it's very similar to Hiroshima Hex. Where is the difference? Why we call the Monolith Arena, not Hiroshima Hex Fantasy? These babies. So these are monoliths. In the rulebook we call it advanced variant. And how it works.
Right now, just we zoom in.
Yeah. So I will explain how they work because it's very, very nice. And I need this. I pre-constructed something here because before the game starts, player secretly, so other player doesn't know, can hide something in these monoliths.
Okay.
And then during the game they can say, instead of putting my tokens on the board, I unfold my monolith, and they will reveal what they were having at their time. So for example, let's assume I did something like that, and if you have any imagination, and gamers do have, you see that I just revealed a dragon who attacks everybody all around, and he gets additional attack because I put here a rune of repeat action. So my opponent now is really, really angry. Or I could, I prepared some cool combos just to show you what we can prepare, like preset, right? Like, let's say I reveal right now here. So now, this is a med pack, so now each action that is giving me damage, I will just discard it and I'm fine. So now I'm basically immortal for a couple of rounds because I have here this protection. So this is a defensive strategy, yes?
Yes.
What I can put here. And by the way, these are all the same army, so these are all the same. These are all options for one army, right?
Okay.
Here we have this dude, and I can bring it like here, and shields. And now, to kill this dude, you have to make him 1 wound, 2nd wound, 3rd wound, and 5th wound because he has a shield here.
Okay.
So basically, like I'm behind the wall, like not a Trump wall, but big wall, right?
A wall that exists.
A wall that actually exists.
Okay.
And here, what we can have here, the last combo, once again, is all options from just one army. Yes. This guy shoots in different directions, but this rune makes that he will shoot every enemy in the line, not the first one. So I will kill everybody here, everybody here, everybody here, and everybody here.
Okay.
You can imagine that you are pissed off when you see this immediately. So this is the moment when players will no longer say that, oh, this was a random lack of my draw. No, you prepared something very smart at home. You came to the battle with this banner, and when you see this is a good moment for that, you just unfold it and say, this is me. So for all players who like this strategic approach, like you want to, think or read in the internet the best combos, this is this variant. We call it advanced variant, so this is at the end of the rulebook, because you have to know your army very well to come up with this smart combos. This Monolith Arena, as I said, this is a re-implementation of Hiroshima Hex, the game that exists on the market for 10 years and still sells, still is legit, still is popular. 12 expansions, and now just a nice, very simple theme.
Right. All right. Thank you very much for the overview. Especially once you play multiple times, now you are thinking ahead as to what you could have done. And there's many possibilities. You have to play against
I played it at the Dice Tower Con, and I came up with a super awesome combo. So I texted Michael at the end of the game, Michael, I have this combo. Is it okay? Because it sounds very powerful. And he sent me a message back. It's a lane. And he sent me 4 combos that are like so much better. And then another text, Ignacio, I play tester, chill out. And okay, I know he played tester. Okay. But I can see players on the forums, on Board Gaming forums, just giving advice as to what combos they can come up with. And this is engagement, this is community, this is coming up with ideas. I'm excited, but I'm always excited, right? Nothing new.
Sure. Thank you very much for the overview.
Absolutely.
Monolith Arena from Portal Games.